it's random discussion day. So for those who might be new to my channel, random discussion day is a day where I just let all the rants and the feels and the thoughts take me away and see where we end up. So essentially guys, today I'm talking about why I love Throne of Glass so much. Why is it my favorite? Why do I never stop talking about it? Today you're gonna get all of your answers. So as I've talked about in the past, part of the reason I love the Throne of Glass series is because of the fact that I was in a major, mega, epic, unbelievable reading slump, and this series got me out of it. I had gone so long without reading that I knew it was going to take something epic to get me back into reading. And I had originally read the Relentless series, and from there I moved into the Throne of Glass series. When I started this series, I knew absolutely nothing about it. I hadn't seen like book talks. I had no idea who SJM was. I knew nothing about this series. I just picked up the book and started reading because this is a gorgeous cover. Part of the reason I love the Throne of Glass series is because of the journey that Aelin takes. She goes from being such a broken character into being such a strong character who still is dealing with a lot. Everything that Celaena is because of the fact that Aelin isn't ready to deal with what happened to her parents, to her home, to her life. Aelin wraps herself in a new persona and becomes somebody entirely new. It's so realistic and so close to how people deal with the truth. I love this series. Like, a lot of people don't like Heir of Fire, but I love the growth that Celaena / Aelin goes through in Heir of Fire, because she goes from the beginning of the book being so miserable and so depressed and just does not care about anything because Chaol sent her away and basically told her to go figure it out for herself, to the end of this, she's actually confident and ready and wants to go take back her kingdom. She internally doesn't want Rowan to leave her life, but she wants to go and be different and be strong and be powerful and be all these various different things. In Assassin's Blade, you have a girl who is just doing what she's told. She's following rules, following orders. She has a life, she is acting like she's happy, but internally we all know that she's not. Internally she is very messed up. She has a lot of issues that she needs to deal with that she's not ready to. And then going into Throne of Glass, her getting out of Endovier, she has even more issues that she needs to deal with that she doesn't want to deal with, and that she's able to escape out of because of the fact that she lives in the castle where Dorian and Chaol are able to distract her, the tournament's able to distract her. She doesn't have to deal with her problems. And then Crown of Midnight comes along and Nehemia dies and everything happens and there's secrets and there's lies and magic's finally coming into play. Everything with Nehemia just brings back up all those old memories, and Aelin finally has to deal with her problems, which is why Heir of Fire is such a great book, because she has to actually deal with them. And Rowan doesn't let her hide within herself. Rowan makes her deal with them, which is part of the reason I love Rowan. And I actually just the other day saw a whole argument going on where people were comparing Rowan to Tamlin in A Court of Thorns and Roses, and to me they're not even the same person. Rowan has his own crap he's going through. He has to live with the knowledge that he did not protect his pregnant wife when it mattered. He cared more about his pride and his honor than he did about protecting his pregnant wife. He has to deal with that, and he doesn't want to care or trust or get to know Aelin. He just wants to do his job for Maeve and be done with it because he doesn't care. He doesn't want to care. And having these two characters who don't care, who don't want to care, who don't want to face their problems, actually meet and be able to come together and have to solve their problems together. I just think all of this gets summed up into one of the last lines that Aelin has at the end of Empire Storms. And that's where they're all on the beach and everything's going down, and Aelin says, "And tell Rowan that I'm sorry I lied, but tell him it was all borrowed time anyway. Even before today, I knew it was all just borrowed time, but I still wish we'd had more of it. Tell him he has to fight. He must save Terrasen, and remember the vows he made to me. And tell him thank you for walking that dark path with me back to the light." It's that very last line. Tell him thank you for walking the path. These entire two books get summed up into thank you for walking the path. Like, their journey is so beautiful because they start out in such a dark, 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 dark place, and Aelin realizes and knows and recognizes the fact that if it weren't for Rowan, she would still be there, and Rowan eventually realizes if it weren't for Aelin, he would still be there. That's the whole point of I Claim You to Whatever End, is that Rowan acknowledges the fact that Aelin is the reason that he is who he is now, and why he's not still servant to Maeve, and why he has a life, and why he can be happy and do all these things once Terrasen is saved. It's because of Aelin. Aelin is the one who walked the path with him. If you had to ask me what my all-time favorite book is out of every book I've ever read, and it can't be a series, it has to be one individual book, it would be Empire of Storms. Because of the fact that you have all of these storylines that have been coming together for 5 books, they all get smashed into Empire of Storms, and it just all explodes and goes down in flames and fire. Everything that could have come together did come together in this book. This book hurt so much. Like, I still think about this book and I still get heartaches from this book. It hurts that much, guys. That much. SJM is the threshold to which I hold all other books. Let me know down below what you guys think of SJM. Do you like her? Is there anything in her series that you wish would change? As always, all my socially doobly-doos are down below. Feel free to go follow me on everything and anything. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. As always, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you next time.